ahead of the All-Star break. And Mystics fans filing in. Here we go. Washington and Portland Mystics control the opening tip, 12-10. They're sitting in 7th place, just a few games ahead of the All-Star break. This is their usual starting five, and they love to go to the interior to start things off. But pump fake and Onyenwere shakes loose. Area Finn going for the board. It's a jump ball.
Well, you saw Portland start the game in a man-to-man defense. They have been looking to improve in that area in terms of
Washington, of course, the 4 overtime victory the last time these two met. Amor played sparing minutes in that game after injuring the right knee. Whip to the corner. Area Finn for 3 off the mark. Onyenwere flying in.
And you also have to maximize possessions, but also Georgia Amor missed a cross match there. Shakira Austin was wide open on the slip cut. So they have to look for that moving forward offensively.
Fire playing without Megan Gustafson. Sarah Williams getting her first start at forward.
But they're just probably going to pack it in a little bit more with Sarah Williams staying more on the interior for the Fire.
Austin taking it right to Williams off the glass.
And did. And she needs to continue. And that's why I said, you know what, they've got to punish that painted area early and often until there are some adjustments made defensively by the Fire.
Now, Austin had a quiet night in the first meeting as the former Mystic Angsler gives it off to Barker, who gets the shooter's bounce on the dribble.
Yeah, Shakira Austin, though, even though she'd have a career-high 6 assists in the game, and she was just fantastic in terms of her playmaking ability.
Fantastic ball movement. Onyenwere can't capitalize. Also had 13 rebounds in that game. Late hounded by Amor. The defense, it's a foul. And the continuation.
Well, Carla Late has scored more than 10 points in 12 consecutive games, and she has been the reliable offense in this game. Washington, 30% snatchers of their offensive rebounds, and that is second best in the WNBA, as well as just under 10 offensive boards, but concise defensive rotations as well. You can't overhelp on this team because they love to get a piece of the paint and spray it out, but you can't commit too hard in those gaps.
Back into Austin. Split the double team. Continuing to work, but lost the handle.
Trying to take that pace and space away from her in there to create.
Angsler throws it away. Alex Sarama does. Thrown right into the hands of Carlton. Carlton transition, triple, no. Angsler flips it back. Late was there. Barker, baseline drive, up and under.
She didn't play in that last game with Washington. She was out. But I tell you what.
Amor, the floater goes down.
And that's the pace that Washington wants to play at. We're talking about Fire wanting to play with pace, but so do the Mystics. And Georgia Amor saw a sliver of space and decided to attack it with the float game.
Mystics fans, take tonight's game to the next level with Monumental Game Center. Receive live betting odds from Bet365 code or visit monumentalplus.com/Game Center to get in the game. Austin, the spin.
A really good job by Onyenwere to hold the cut. 3-point striker. She can space the floor, keeping that defender honest on the strong side. And it's fun to watch that, right? If I'm a 10-year-old boy or girl sitting in here, I'm learning from the fun that
into her game's career numbers. She's been averaging 19 points per game over the last 4 and really showing why a lot of us in the district believe she should have been an all-star.
Yeah, and 4 of 10 from 3 during that stretch and shooting 51% from 2 during that stretch. So she has really hit her stride as of late for sure.
Late, or as long as this one doesn't get too late into the night. Amor right downhill and draws the foul. That is so smart from Georgia.
Yeah, she knew that she had an advantage there and continued. No one stopped that straight line drive to the cup, so she said, guess what?
Out in June, they were having some defensive issues, felt like they got away from their defensive principles, have started to shore that up here in July.
Because of the CBA and the dates weren't out yet. So, you know, those of us who have had to book venues and get flowers and all that stuff ready, you can't back out of those bookings. So she is getting married this Saturday, so congrats to her.
Yeah, congratulations to Megan and David, her fiance, as Carlton holding up her end of the three-point shooting.
Well, she makes 2.5 of those a game, and You know, you just have to know where she is. I mean, just what a journey she has had. And she has written an op-ed about her advocacy of mental health and how important that is to her. So, levels to that.
Strong take from Onion. Favorite things about athletes in this era is the willingness to talk about mental health as Carlton misfired.
They're getting those shots up. Carlton wants to get those. She just hit one in transition on the last possession.
Barker able to get downhill and a blocking foul on Onion Wede.
And that's what Barker can do. I mean, she played at Alabama. She scored 45 direction if you want to, but if you're not established as a legal guarding defender, she's going to make you pay.
Barker also missed a game. Her brother got married, Braxton, and his new wife, Eve, and she's back on the floor. Early 7-point lead for the Fire as Barker getting down on the block, too strong.
Really good stick arm defense there by Sonia Citron, walling up right there at the rim.
Late top of the key, in and out. Flores played monster minutes in that
Yeah, William, because she couldn't take it, she was off balance on that one. But it was a good look.
Late springing loose over the outstretched hands, all Betts had to do.
But you can be disruptive by getting 2 straight arms up in the air.
Ariafin tried to hand it off to Citron. Another turnover committed by the Mystics.
Too tight spacing there between the two of them. Beat that like a drum, Kiki.
Oh, and then gonna pick up the offensive foul as Barker ran right into it. She's still down on the floor being helped to her feet. Good sign for her. Ariafin picks up the foul. And the ball
Diligence to locate early in transition, specifically on those triples. You see some zone here by Washington.
Good ball movement as Late gets past the defense. Too strong and a foul called again. Ariafin had just picked up the foul prior to the timeout as Cody McMahon is going to get her first.
Yeah, those are those long run closeouts and rotations, and that's why that was one of the keys. Be concise in terms of being, because now you have more space to cover. But I think that's what happened with Cody there. She tried to rotate along that baseline and got there just
Huddle, what did you pick up in that last timeout?
Coach already is instilling some certain things tonight. He said pick up.
No, they know. And that's exactly what needs to change for them. They have to make that adjustment.
Laura dumps it inside, tapped away. Booner tracks it down.
With her top leg in front to seal and lock in there. Didn't let her set up.
Betts, thought she got all ball. Instead, going to be whistled for the foul. Sorry, the 4th team foul on the Mystics here in the quarter.
Let's take a look at
We've seen that from Betts a couple of times this season.
Right there, she's driving like that to the basket, so you're going to try to slow down and get that arm in.
Citron, count it, plus the foul.
Fantastic patience right there by the Washington Mystics coming down. They blitzed Shakira Austin in the coffee in the fray. Finished right there nicely at the rim.
Citron is coming off of a career low, just 2 points. Things well that contributed to the win.
Yeah, she was a plus 19, the highest on the team, so you don't have to score all the time.
Booner laced the 3, and that's what's